Hi guys, today we're going to talk about the endomembrane system. So let's get started. The endomembrane system is a network of membranes that are found inside eukaryotic cells. These are organelles that work together to make, process, and ship proteins and lipids throughout the cell, and it normally involves a step-by-step pathway. It starts with the nucleus, and the nucleus contains DNA that contains all the instructions that the cell needs to transport these materials or make materials such as proteins and lipids. So within the nucleus, RNA copies are made, and they normally exit through pores within the surrounding the nucleus called a nuclear pore. You'll see that the rough endoplasmic reticulum is surrounding the nucleus and is directly connected to the nuclear envelope that surrounds the nucleus as well. And normally, the rough endoplasmic reticulum or the rough ER contains these ribosomes, and they use the RNA instructions that are coming from the nucleus to create proteins directly into the ER lumen, which are these gaps right here. Those proteins are then folded and prepared for transport throughout the cell. Now, right next to the rough ER is also the smooth ER, and this is where lipids are produced for membranes. And they also package proteins and lipids to transport into these vesicles, which are basically shipping containers that carry materials throughout the cell or transport materials throughout the cells. Next, we have the Golgi complex or the Golgi apparatus. And remember those vesicles that transport materials? Those vesicles come from the rough endoplasmic reticulum or even the smooth ER, and then they fuse with the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus then modifies the materials coming in and sorts those proteins and those lipids that were formed in the endoplasmic reticulums. And then what they also do is they create these things called lysosomes that are filled with enzymes. And lysosomes are normally found in animal cells. These enzymes that are produced in lysosomes, they normally fuse with vesicles, those carrying materials or shipping those organelles that are used for shipping products or such as lipids and proteins. These lysosomes fuse with these vesicles, and if these vesicles contain things such as waste or old parts that they want to get rid of, these lysosomes will fuse with them like this and digest the waste and those old parts of the animals. Plants have a similar thing or organelle that are similar to lysosomes called smaller vacuoles. And they also perform similar functions such as digesting waste and old parts. Vesicles not only deliver materials throughout the cell and fuse with the Golgi apparatus and lysosomes, but they also fuse with the plasma membrane to get rid of these things that the cell doesn't need. So if the lysosome fuses with the vesicle and digests the dead cells or the waste, afterwards the vesicle will try to remove that, and they will fuse with the plasma membrane like this image shows, and then they'll get rid of those materials that the cell no longer needs. And this process is called exocytosis. The reason all of this is called a system is because all these memories are connected, and they're functioning together to run the whole cell, create proteins and then lipids, and then they spread it throughout the cell and also get rid of waste. And the pathway is normally from the nucleus to the endoplasmic reticulum, to Golgi apparatus, and next to the lysosomes in animal cells or vacuoles in plant cells, and then finally to the plasma membrane, and vesicles are aid in the transport of these materials throughout the system. In summary, nucleus starts instructions, the endoplasmic reticulums, rough and smooth, creates proteins and lipids. The Golgi apparatus or the Golgi complex modifies and sorts these materials. Next, lysosomes in animals or vacuoles in plants. Digest the waste or dead parts, and then finally they're delivered to wherever they need to go, and sometimes that's outside the cell through vesicles. And all of this works as a connected pathway. In the next video, we're going to talk about energy converting organelles such as mitochondria and chloroplasts and how they transform energy for cells. That's it. Thank you.